Here are the three well-known Americans who died this weekend, leaving behind legacies that shaped music, television, and film for generations. From animated soundtracks that defined childhoods, to unforgettable performances on screen, to one of the most influential rhythm guitarists in rock history. This weekend marked the end of three remarkable journeys. As we remember them, take a moment to reflect on how deeply art and storytelling connect us. And if you appreciate thoughtful reporting like this, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss important stories like these. We begin with Vernon Moon, an American composer whose music quietly became the soundtrack of an entire generation. Born on February 7, 1962, in Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, Moon grew up with a deep love for music, later attending the University of Arizona, before moving to California in 1986 to pursue his career. Inspired by jazz greats like Chick Corea, Moon carved out a unique space in animation, blending humor, energy, and emotional depth into his compositions. His work powered beloved animated series such as The Fairly OddParents, Danny Phantom, Johnny Test, Cow and Chicken, Johnny Bravo, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and many more. His contribution to The Fairly OddParents even earned him an Emmy nomination, a rare honor in animated music. Moon passed away on January 8, 2026, at the age of 63, after being struck by a vehicle while riding a scooter in Wilmington, California. He died at the scene from traumatic injuries. Though often working behind the scenes, his music shaped the emotional rhythm of countless childhood memories across the world. If shows like Danny Phantom or Johnny Test were part of your life growing up, chances are Moon's music played a role, and that's a legacy worth remembering. If stories like this resonate with you, please consider subscribing and supporting the channel as we continue honoring creatives whose work shaped pop culture. Next, we turn to Thomas Kent Carter, a versatile American actor whose career spanned decades across film and television. Carter was born on December 18, 1956, in New York City, and grew up in Southern California's San Gabriel Valley. Known for his expressive range, Carter became especially memorable for portraying characters who were funny, vulnerable, and deeply human. Film audiences remember him from The Thing, 1982, where he played the anxious and tragic Knowles, Southern Comfort, Corvette Summer, Runaway Train, Dr. Detroit, Space Jam, and The Corner. His television work was just as impactful, with standout roles in Punky Brewster, Good Morning, Miss Bliss, the early incarnation of Saved by the Bell, The Sinbad Show, Just Our Luck, and The Steve Harvey Show. One of Carter's most powerful performances came in HBO's The Corner, where he portrayed Gary McCullough, a drug-addicted character so authentic that critics praised the gentleness and realism he brought to addiction on screen. Carter died at his home in Duarte, California, on January 9, 2026, at the age of 69. While the cause of death has not been publicly disclosed, his passing marks the loss of an actor who elevated every project he touched, often stealing scenes without ever seeking the spotlight. If you value thoughtful storytelling and want more respectful tributes like this, subscribing helps keep this kind of content alive. Finally, we remember Robert Hall Bob Weir, one of the most influential figures in American rock music and a founding member of the Grateful Dead. Born on October 16, 1947, in San Francisco, Weir's life was inseparable from music. After meeting Jerry Garcia as a teenager in 1963, Weir helped form what would become one of the most culturally significant bands in history. As the Grateful Dead's rhythm guitarist and a frequent lead vocalist, Weir helped define a sound that blended rock, folk, blues, country, and jazz, shaping the jam band movement for generations to come. Beyond the Grateful Dead, Weir continued to evolve creatively, performing with groups such as Rat Dog, Further, Wolf Bros, and later Dead and Company, alongside John Mayer and fellow surviving Dead members. His career spanned more than 6 decades, earning him induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Kennedy Center Honors, and multiple Lifetime Achievement Awards. Weir was also known for his philanthropy, environmental advocacy, and commitment to musical innovation, including founding TRI Studios to explore the future of live music streaming. In the summer of 2025, Weir was diagnosed with cancer, which he reportedly beat. However, he later died from underlying lung complications on January 10, 2026, at the age of 78. His death marks the end of an era, not just for fans of the Grateful Dead, but for American music as a whole. Songs, tours, and live improvisation were not just performances for Weir. They were a way of life, and his influence will echo for generations.